As a high net worth physician myself and exploring this educational platform, I've come across some common mistakes that high net worth physicians make. And one that places in the top 3 is not using the corporation properly. Some people not even establishing an incorporation at all. Why do medical physicians in Canada incorporate in the first place? I'll tell you, the pervasive answer that I get is tax deferral. And they're absolutely right. Hi, I'm Genhee So, founder of ElevateMD, and today we're going to talk about one of the top 3 mistakes that high net worth physicians make. The whole point of us establishing a MedCorp is to be able to defer paying taxes. And by doing so, if we don't have to pay all of the taxes up front, but we can keep some of that money inside the corporation, then we can use that money to grow. We can place it inside investments, and those investments will grow inside our corporation. And when I explain these fundamentals to some high net worth physicians, they say, well, yeah, Genhee, but you're going to have to pay the tax on it anyway. And that's absolutely true. But what you also benefit from by withholding that tax and not having to pay it up front is you also earn an income from that money that you didn't have to pay up front in taxes. So yes, you do have to pay taxes on it, but you also enjoy the benefit of the income that it gives you. This isn't just income. This is extra income that you would have otherwise had to work at long and hard for in the hospital. And so what the government is saying is, hey, we're going to give you a tax break. And we as physicians need to take advantage of that by establishing the corporation and keeping that money instead of paying it up front and investing it and making it grow. That growth on that investment is also income. It's income that's going to work for us in the background while we work at our medical practice. And it's going to be a huge team player for us so that we don't feel the burden and the stress of having to only generate income at work to make sure that we're comfortable in retirement. Because thinking that you will be just fine working only and not having to care about what investments you place yourself in or establishing a corporation is only great for a very select few people. For the vast majority of us as hardworking established physicians, we are going to want to use our corporation effectively. And what that means is making sure that we have the right wealth management team behind us who not only understands investing on the personal side, but also on the med corporation side, and also understands something about taxes so that they can plan the investments appropriately inside the corporation and in the personal side. A lot of people think that investments are investments and whether you save it here or there doesn't really matter. But what I'm here to tell you is that where you place your investments matter. And this goes far beyond just putting some types of investments in tax sheltered accounts like RRSPs and TFSAs. Where you put certain types of investments, whether you keep it personally, keep it in registered accounts, or keep it inside your corporation. And I think people really latch on to the idea that RRSPs, because it's a tax sheltered area or house where we can put our investments, then all investments will benefit the most if we put them inside the RRSP. And that's simply not true. There are some investments that medical incorporated physicians can make that grow better, that have better tax treatment inside the corporation. These are the fundamental things that we as high net worth physicians need to know if we want to grow wealth properly and sustainably. But what I see incorporated physicians do is prioritize their RSPs and not save anything inside their corporation. Or if they do save some stuff inside their corporation, then they don't save either enough or the right type of investment products to mitigate their taxes. Instead, they're overpaying in taxes because they simply didn't realize how to use their corporation effectively. So just remember, it's not about prioritizing the tax sheltered accounts as the be all and end all necessarily. The incorporation does a lot more than just tax deferral power. And the more money you have, especially as a high net worth physician, the more complexity occurs with taxes and proper investment planning. But it also means that you have the opportunity to grow your wealth that much faster. If you, as a high net worth physician, want to learn more about how to use your incorporation effectively while still contributing on the personal side, visit visit my website at drgenheeso.com. I'm Dr. Genhee So, founder of ElevateMD. Thanks so much for joining this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one.